This video is about your page, the layout, and how to log in so you can make changes. At the top here, this is called your header. That's this entire section across the top. Currently, it includes a text of your name and a slogan that you can add underneath, or we can remove that text. This could also be replaced by a banner or a logo. Next is your menu bar. This here shows all of your pages. Those are the static pages that do not have dates on them. Under the home, you can see there's an arrow which has a poll archive. The poll archive is required to be somewhere up here in your menu, so I've simply placed it under home simply for a place to put it. It can be moved. Then there's the about page. Your home page is this here. It's the page everyone lands on when they first come to your site. That could be the same as your about page, and we can remove the word about, or you can make your about page something separate. The about page could even be changed to a gallery of pictures. This little text is a mistake, and I'll go ahead and pull that out. This is simply a sample of what can be put here based on what I copied off of your old site. Here we have Meet the Trainers, and under that you can see there are 2 trainers, and somebody can click on either of those and find the information. A picture will obviously also be needed on here, and this is simply the information I took off of your old site. They could also click straight on Meet the Trainers, and on this page you could have a little bit of information about the trainers in general. Some information such as we have a combined number of X years in the industry and all of that information. Next, you have your classes, and under this, we'll go ahead and you'll add each of your individual classes, and you can add or remove them anytime they need to be added or removed. And each of those classes will actually have an option added to it where the person can click a button, sign up for the class on the spot, and pay with their credit card or PayPal online instantly, and you will get an email saying that they have paid and that they have signed up for your class. Next, you have your Contact Us, and that has, of course, your address and your phone number. It then also has a map here that shows your location. I've made the map a little bit off-centered so that your location's not in the middle. That way people can see how far you are relevant to other major roads. In this case, Delilah Road is your major road closest. So I've gone ahead and shown that so people can see where you are. Under that is a contact form that they will go ahead and fill out, and there will be a reCAPTCHA here that will get added as soon as we get your key, and I'll show you how to get that. We need to sign up for that. Then they'll type in the reCAPTCHA notice and hit send message. The reason we use a reCAPTCHA is to prevent spammers from adding you and spammers from sending you spam. The next part of your page is here on the left side. This is your sidebar. And in your sidebar, each of these is a widget. This is a search widget, which would allow them to type in a keyword if there's something they're looking for. Like if they'd really like to know some information on how to do a specific exercise, maybe they were in your class and they're trying to do it at home now and they don't remember what they're supposed to do exactly. They'll be able to type that in, and because you've tagged your post with that information, it'll take them right to the post that will explain it further for them. Your schedule is where you'll be able to put your schedule of classes, so somebody will be able to come to a date and it will tell them what classes are going on that date. Your question of the day, and obviously we'll make this so that it's a rotator and people can vote on it, and they'll hit vote, and when they do it, we'll then show them other people's responses, not individually, but the general poll of how many or what percentage of people have voted for which answer. Your categories here, those are your posts. So those would be your exercise of the day and your tip of the week. And obviously we can move those higher. They're just here at the bottom just for a placeholder at the moment. Once they have something in them, we'll reorganize them to where they should actually belong. And you could even put them right up here in your header, which would actually be a pretty good place for them since those are something very important to be seen. Or we could put them here and move your schedule up there. Everything can be moved around. This white area at the bottom here is called your footer, and you have 4 footers You can change that to anything from 1 to 5. I think 4 actually looks quite nice. It allows for 3 of these AdSense banners, which are a way to generate revenue. If somebody clicks on one of those, you get paid anything from a couple cents up to as high as $1. But honestly, on your site, most of them will probably be worth anywhere from 2 cents to about 15 cents per click. And then over on the right-hand side, this here is how you can log into your site from anywhere. All you'll have to do is literally go to your website, come all the way down to the footer here and click login from any page, and it will take you to your login page. Now, what you'll need to do is type in your username and password. I have saved this one on my computer for now, and that's just so that I can continue with this video, and then we'll go ahead and log in. It's up to you. If you're using your home computer, you could set it to auto save and remember me. If you're using somebody else's computer, obviously you do not want it to save and you do not want it to remember. If you check off that little remember me button, every time you come back to your site, you'll automatically be logged in. You can just go right to your site. So this takes you to the dashboard. Now, if you have it set to remember me and you're logged in and you come to your site, this bar will appear across the top of your screen. And since there are multiple people, it'll tell you who is currently logged in. So if one of you is logged in and you need to be the other person, then obviously you would come up here, log out, and then go back to the bottom, click log in, and log in under the correct person so that when you make your post, it has the correct author name on it. If you'd like to edit any page, now that I'm signed in, you'll see that the edit button has appeared here, or you can say edit at the top here. You can add a new post, a new page right from here. You can go right into your dashboard or right to your widgets from here also. So if you wanted to change something on the sidebar, if you came in and you saw that maybe something was wrong with your calendar app and you just wanted to take the calendar off because you don't have any events, you could click straight to widgets and go right in. If you needed to go in and edit your calendar, you're going to click here and go to your dashboard to get to your calendar widget to update and add an event. So that is just a basic on what you have. You should never need anything that's under here, under the little WordPress thing. The other thing that I recommend while you're working, if you want to view things, instead of clicking on this and going back and forth, right click on this. And when the little options pop up, click open in a new tab. And that way you can switch back and forth between the two tabs. Unfortunately, my screen recorder does not allow me to show you how to do that. So what you would do is you would open the two tabs and then you can work here and then click to the other tab and hit refresh on that tab and it'll show you all the changes you've made. That works well, especially if you're working in widgets and you want to see how things look one above the other and you want to move them around and see how they look in a different order. It also works if you're working in a page or a post and you're trying to put a picture and make sure it looks just right. And that's about it for your basic options.